Sylvester Stallone's rental in Oklahoma City just hit the market for a record price. Woodrow Wilson's old home in Princeton is for sale. Today, we are once again talking about some of the top celebrity listings from the last couple weeks. Let's get into it. All right, for our first story of the day, we've got to talk about President Woodrow Wilson's old house. This place just hit the market. They're asking $6.5 million. Wilson had this home built in 1896 when he was a professor at Princeton, and he lived here at the house for only a couple of years before continuing to thrive in his career and then eventually be elected as president. Talk about a historic and iconic home. I'm actually kind of surprised that he was able to even afford this house at such a young age. It was built in 1896. We're sitting on about 3/4 of an acre. I mean, let's be honest, whether Woodrow Wilson owned this house or not, it is absolutely epic. All the grounds are perfectly manicured. You know, whenever I see something like this, I'm always kind of curious if this is pretty close to how it looked back in 1896 or if they've done a lot of updating to the landscaping since then. Amazing approach though. Check out this driveway that takes you up to the front door. Apparently both the architect and the builder of this place were both pretty iconic, but they say it took them 7 years to build this place back then. The description says that this greenhouse sunroom, I guess, is one of the only added spaces. So this is not original, but I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. We got a library in here, and oh man, this is definitely one of those if these walls could talk kind of rooms, right? This, I'm gonna guess, is the master bedroom, which comes with its own fireplace, but check this out. You step into the master bathroom, it also has a fireplace. I don't know about you guys, but for whatever reason, I absolutely love this house. Next up, we are going to completely change the pace, okay? We are going to head to Hawaii to take a look at Julia Roberts' former hideaway that just listed for sale. This one is tucked away on the quiet island of Kauai. Julia and her husband owned the house for over a decade before selling it for $20 million in 2020. Not a big house, only 3,200 square feet, putting us at over $9,000 per square foot. Do get some acreage though, so we're sitting on 9 acres. Even though the house is small, it definitely feels private. From this angle, it feels like you almost have this entire side of the island to yourself. Here's the views that you get when you're sitting on your back deck. Another thing that's cool is if you buy this property, apparently it comes with a couple more parcels. So if this house is too small, or maybe you want to add a guest house or whatever, you almost could create a little mini oceanside village for yourself if you wanted to. Jessica Alba just listed her Beverly Hills dream home for $19 million as she deals with this whole divorce situation. Jessica bought this mansion with her soon-to-be ex-husband for $9.9 million in 2017. They raised their 3 children here, but since then, they've decided it's time to call quits on their relationship, so it's also time to sell their home. The home was recently redesigned by a Tommy and Kathy Clements. As with most houses in this area, the star of the show is the views in the outdoor space. The kitchen's cool. We got this square, oversized island. We've got wood on top with a little breakfast nook over in the corner. Nice big backyard, lots of grass. You don't see that all that often in LA, especially when you're in the hills. And the house comes with all kinds of other bells and whistles like a home gym. We got a movie theater. The master bedroom is absolutely enormous. It's got its own seating area, private balcony, and those are the views that you get to wake up to every morning. For our last story of the day, Sylvester Stallone's former rental in Oklahoma City is on the market for sale. It's a condo unit. This particular unit in the building sits on the 5th floor. It's called the Champagne Penthouse, and Stallone lived here back in 2022 when he was filming the TV series Tulsa King. I don't know anything about Oklahoma City, but apparently this location is very good, very walkable. It's a big unit too, 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, over 5,000 square feet. Here is what it looks like from the outside. It's not a super tall building. It's only about 5 stories. Kind of an underwhelming lobby, to be honest. It almost just feels like they threw a bunch of random furniture in here. But once you take the elevator up to the 5th floor, this is what you see. So you got your own private elevator that takes you right up to your unit. And it's not bad. It's definitely got bachelor pad vibes to it. Tons of glass, tons of natural light. Looks like the city's not all that far away. And the listing description is funny. It's really milking the fact that some celebrities have lived here. Apparently a bunch of NBA players have also lived here over the years. Probably one of the more unusual features in here is right off this like wet bar, you have access to basically like a big spa room. Check this out. The wall tile's a bit wild, but pretty cool. And then over here, they basically dedicated this entire side of the unit to the kitchen. Anyways, pretty cool penthouse. It's definitely loaded with amenities. When you read through the description, you realize that The location is definitely the biggest selling point of this unit for sure. I guess we can't be overly surprised that athletes and movie stars have lived here. That's a wrap for this week's episode, you guys. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button down below. And remember, I'm over here on the Estate Media channel every Monday. So if you want to see more videos like this in the future, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.